Welcome to Boss Up Goddess. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, and this is the show where trailblazing women share their wisdom to help us all live bigger, better, and bolder. I am so excited about our guest this evening. She is a dynamic woman who's doing it. She's helping women everywhere, and you are going to step away from this show feeling so empowered because that's what Cristiana Tudor is all about. She is a mindset coach and a storytelling educator, and she is going to school you on some things, inspire you, and welcome, Cristiana.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for having me. And hi, everyone. I'm so thrilled to be here today.
Thank you. So, Cristiana, can you please tell us what is a mindset coach? What does that mean?
So, being a mindset coach in regards to empowerment is just that person who inspires you to become the best version of yourself, who helps you and shows you all the ropes, shows you everything, all the steps that you need to follow to achieve greatness, to be great at what you do, to incorporate trauma, to incorporate emotional abuse, maybe various toxic experiences that you've had, to incorporate the darkness, because that becomes part of you, right?
Yes,
Incorporate
sure.
it successfully into everything that you currently do using a powerful mindset, because everything begins with what we have here. And having a powerful, a healthy mindset is the strong foundation for success.
Absolutely. And mindset is key to bossing up goddess because it's your mind where everything starts. Your speech starts in your mind, your behavior, and that manifests as your lifestyle and your business. So you have a word for women entrepreneurs. What is that word?
That word is FemPreneur. In fact, it's not, it's a term that I've been using recently because I feel that women should feel inspired to be entrepreneurs, to be innovators, because they have so many qualities, so many skills, so much to offer. And we don't need to be called bosses, but we need to be called entrepreneurs, because it's so hard to be a woman nowadays. We need to be great at everything that we do, career-wise, decision making, at home, right? We need to be great partners, great sisters, great mothers, daughters, and whatever that is. And we also don't need to forget to be women. We
Yes.
have grace. We need
Yes.
to have that femininity. And that feminine element is key when we do business, because this is what makes us women, and this is what
Yes.
differentiates us. And I'm not talking about it to discriminate, gentlemen. It's just what makes us us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's so special to be able to integrate all the things that you just mentioned, especially as an entrepreneur, a fempreneur. And when I say boss, I really mean bossing up to ourselves. And that's what you do. So we can be a boss of our life and our business and whatever else that we're doing, our relationship.
And on top of that, we also need to allocate some quality me time, because we need to look great. How are we going to inspire those around us?
Yes.
So we need to feel great inside. We also need to feel great on the outside to look great. So we inspire trust, peace, and peace of mind, because this is important. And then we come back to mindset, because whatever we are having here, this is what we are going to project through our behavior. So we need to make sure our mindset is very, very healthy, and we look at ourselves from a holistic perspective. So we need to allocate time for ourselves every single day. Besides doing work, for our clients, for our business, but I also need to look at ourselves as a holistic being. So we need to take care of our mind, body, and spirit. We need to take time to read every day. Reading is key. And the reason why I'm pointing out is not just reading on a tablet or on the phone, right? Remember, we were talking about it. It's just about feeling the smell of the page.
Yes.
It really gives a special meaning to the book you are reading. It gives like a special experience that is unforgettable. So it adds value. It's not just about reading because it's quickly. You need to read news. A book that you read stays with you forever.
Yes, I love that, in your heart and your soul and your mind. Yes.
Exactly,
So
because I have a bachelor degree in journalism. So to me, it's so important to read, to understand. And I have a strong background in philosophy as well as health science. But philosophy is just about reading. So I used to read a lot in books because the book gives you that experience. You highlight. It's not the same thing as if you would highlight with
right.
a special tool, right, on the internet. It's just if you're highlighting those quotes that really mean something special to you. So a book is so special, and that's why it creates such a strong connection alongside those special moments that we have with ourselves, meditation, prayers, as well as those spa moments, right? So it's just about the quality of time, right, that we are.
I love that. So
to become better, so we attract better.
Yes. All right. I love that. So, Cristiana, that's exactly what you're all about. And the first time we met, you were all about the sisterhood and uplifting each other. Whereas a lot of times women can be in competition or envious or jealous. So, can you please share 4 ways that we as women can empower each other and together rise?
Absolutely. So, first of all, girls compete with each other, but women empower one another. So, like I always say, empowered women empower women. So, one way through which we can empower one another is to participate in whatever webinars, seminars, monthly clubs that each and everyone has, right? Purchase a new book that maybe you have released, and show some love. Write a beautiful review. Talk about the wonderful experience that you may have, right? As a coach, writing a nice review about you, but also promoting what you do, because we don't come from a place of selling. We come from a place of serving. It's about service. So if I hear, right, even if it's not my business, but if I hear about something that makes my heart sing, either we talk about a coaching program, a cancer wellness program, a cancer prevention program, a book publishing program, whatever it may be, that I find useful, why not talking about it? Because you never know who is out there and who needs to know that information. So it's not about selling, but it's about serving. And speaking of which, right, today is Small Business Saturday. And so we as women, it's our job, it's our duty. That's what we are supposed to be doing, to support each other. So that would be one way. Another way would be to, actually make referrals. So let's say, I know that you do, your business is about publishing and women empowerment. So why not refer you to a friend of mine who maybe she's writing a book right now and she's looking for guidance into doing just that. So this is something, or I can refer you to a podcast where you can be a guest and speak your truth and speak about what you do. So these are things that we should be doing on a weekly basis. And believe it or not, on Sunday nights, when I plan my week ahead, I allocate time each and every day half an hour to be of service.
Oh, wow. Tell me about that.
And what I do, I just, every time, because every single day as FemPreneurs, we come across various opportunities. So I come across every single day, I come across various new things, exciting things, right, that are happening. So I take note and I write down names, people who I think would benefit, and I write those mutual introduction emails. That's key. To me, that's key. It's just about giving back.
I love that.
It's about inspiration. It's about motivation. It's about helping, right? So it's not just about, oh, I'm doing this because I'm expecting something in return.
Right.
No, I'm doing this because we are human connectors.
Yes.
We're connected. So it's so important to, just why not referring people. So these would be like 3 ways right there. And then the 4th way would be actually purchasing or getting the actual coaching program, or actually joining a membership, but doing it because you believe in it. And we as women, I think we need to set the example for everyone else, because here's the thing, what we do, we are not just talking for the sake of talking. We do what we preach. So if I associate my name with you, with some other individuals, it means that our axiological system, our values are aligned.
Yes.
Aligned.
Yes.
So I am happy to be on your show. You've been on mine. And I'm happy that, I'm here today, because I feel that you are perfectly aligned with me.
I love that. I felt that immediately when we connected.
So it's not that I am talking about healthy food, healthy lifestyle, and then I post in stories that I enjoy junk food and soda.
Right.
I'm consistent. I keep consistency. And I elevate and I help other women rise by staying consistent to my truth.
I love that.
This is key. And this is what makes us vibrate even higher. And this is what makes us even happier.
I love it.
The happier I am,
the
more I'm going to attract in my life that is similar to what I'm currently experiencing.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Cristiana, I really want to hear about what inspires you to do what you do. What inspired your quest to empower women?
So I've had an aha moment due to an unfortunate context. I've been a victim of domestic violence. So it's been it's been like a toxic relationship, a lot of emotional abuse out there, a lot of gaslighting, a lot of manipulation.
Yes.
And it drained me physically and emotionally enough. So I woke up one day and I just asked myself, why on earth am I torturing myself like that? And that was the point where, I was not really so focused on my career. There have been issues that I was facing. I was not looking good at all. I was having dark circles under my eyes. And my health was not at the highest level. So I was noticing that, I was literally drained, but more and more day by day. And so I got to a point where I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't help it, but just ask myself, okay, I love this person so much, but I love myself more.
Yes.
And I'm not selfish when I'm choosing me. So I have decided to, just end that toxic relationship and just incorporate, like I was mentioning in the beginning, incorporate the darkness into what I'm currently doing. So right now,
Wow.
besides what I had already been doing, because I've been doing this for over 10 years, but now
Uh-huh.
I also help women who have been victims of emotional abuse, stress, manipulation, gaslighting. I'm helping them achieve greatness in their business besides what I have already been doing. So I've been coaching women and entrepreneurs, right? To either they are just starting out or they are scaling their business to the next level.
Yeah.
Greatness through effective social media, branding, and storytelling.
Oh,
But
wow.
that, I also help women who have been victims of emotional abuse and manipulation and stress um, when they're starting out their own business. I am able to help them out because I have been there. And now
Wow.
to support them in doing that. And
Right.
started speaking to various events, conferences, summits about how to do just that, how to incorporate the darkness um, and how you can thrive in life and business using a powerful mindset.
I love that. You know what, Christiana? So many women can relate to what you're saying because it takes that wake up moment. But a lot of times when you're in it, you're so beaten down verbally, emotionally, psychologically, you don't even realize it. So I went through a really bad situation many years ago, and a lawyer said to me, he said, "You have battered woman syndrome." Not physical abuse, but the mindset of a battered woman where you can't tell how terrible the situation is because you're just so used to being so abused. And so that was a wake up moment like, what is that? You know, it sounds awful. And so here I am, boss up goddess, right? I have been doing work for a long time. That's why I'm so excited to talk with you because you're helping women rise up. Because when you have that wake up, you're like, okay, now what am I supposed to do? There's so much healing that's required. There's so many action steps to reinvent yourself. And what's the connection to business? Everything. If you don't feel worthy of self-love and a good lifestyle, you're not going to be able to build a business because you need so much confidence and so much courage to embark on an entrepreneurial endeavor. So that's so powerful. I love what you're doing.
Yes, it's so true because everything that we are experiencing in our personal lives transfers over your business. So it's
Yes.
so important for women to understand when they need to say stop, when they need to understand that there is no place for excuses. Because here's the thing, I was always finding excuses, right? He is busy, he's tired, he's stressed out, he's been having a lot going on. Well, I was the first one finding excuses for himself, but
Mm,
the behavior doesn't have any excuse. And so there are many women out there who may be in such situations, but
mhm.
they don't know that they are in a domestic violence context or in an emotional abusive relationship because they can't identify the signs.
Mhm, mhm.
They would just say, oh, you know what, yeah, it happened, it's a red flag here and there, but in fact that's a sign. And I didn't know until I got educated myself. And a lot of people ask me, you have a lot of education, you have degrees, you have two bachelor degrees, two masters, you have continuing education, you have science, a lot of stuff going on. How on earth you didn't know? You haven't been able to identify the
Right.
signs of
No,
emotional abuse, and
no,
I never thought about it that way.
no.
And so
Oh,
and
that's so
I didn't
interesting.
know
Being
exactly. So
very
it's important
educated,
for women
intelligent.
to know
Mhm.
exactly, to identify. The first step is awareness.
Yes, yes. But unfortunately, it takes that terrible moment for you to wake up. You're either sick or there's violence or some kind of abuse or something happens. And then when you wake up and then you start learning all these different things like gaslighting. who knows what gaslighting is until you realize, hey, that's what's been happening to me.
Exactly, but you don't know, you have no idea.
Nope, you're just used to it. You're just used to it, and you're used to feeling sick and exhausted and terrible
And
and
also all
depressed.
that, as women, we go through stress.
Mhm.
Emotional abuse and stress go hand in hand, but that is going to affect our body as well. So I develop scars. My body develops scars, and no one touched me. And when I say, I mean, I have not been beaten, but my body has developed scars because all my emotional
Yeah.
stress
Yes.
expressed itself through my scars that
Wow.
are on
Well,
the side of the hip. So it's so important to understand that your body externally and then internally
mhm.
moves along with all your emotions. And
Yes,
that's why
yes.
you get sick.
Yes. And what you do as a mindset coach, you help people shift, women shift their thinking so they're able to release that negativity so it doesn't lodge in our bodies and make us ill.
Absolutely.
Mhm. Wow, that's so powerful. And a lot of people aren't even aware of just how toxic that kind of energy can be. It can give you headaches, eczema, stomach ailments, terminal illnesses, heart attack. There's so many.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what happened in my case? So I used to wake up tired. I couldn't focus. I was having moods. So I went to the doctor and I have been prescribed medicines to treat depression.
Hmm,
But I haven't taken not even one pill because in my heart, I knew there was something else going on.
yeah.
And I started investigating because, I have a strong background in health science, but I have had a particular interest for neuroscience. And so I
Mhm.
started, investigating my brain, and then everything looked good. So then I went on to the next step, which is the spine. And here's the thing, I have discovered that C3, C6, which is basically, right, just not using medical terminology, just using regular language, is your neck,
Okay.
right? So in the back
Uh-huh.
is stiff. So instead of being oriented like 42 degrees, it became stiff, but
Oh.
so stiff that it, and every part of the spine is linked to various organs. So
Uh-huh.
this part in the back, C3, C6, is linked to your head. And
Oh.
so you may develop various, signs and symptoms, because signs and symptoms are different.
Mm-hmm.
Symptoms come from what you feel as a patient, whereas signs is more objective from a medical perspective.
Okay.
And so the signs and symptoms were the ones that I got, but it wasn't depression. It was my neck. And I went
Wow.
to the chiropractor, and they performed some medical investigations, and they figured out, yes, it's your C3, C6. It's so stiff, you're not in the right place. And then I've been there for therapy 3 times per week to be able to, through hand manipulation and various machines that they were putting here, to rearrange C3, C6, and then also rearrange everything. So they'll make sure that my neck is staying,
Wow.
getting better. So I'm not
Wow.
going to get those symptoms anymore. And, I got better. So that was the cause.
Yeah. So,
And that was due to stress. So it's
yes.
really important to identify, and because there are so many people, oh my God, I got moods, I have depression. But someone who doesn't have like medical education, who doesn't know all these things, may feel, yes, I have depression. And you would treat the symptoms, but you wouldn't treat the cause.
Mm-hmm.
I have always been geared towards prevention rather than early detection, but also cause. What's
Mm-hmm.
the cause? And in
Right.
my case, it's been different. So it hasn't been depression, because I was not depressed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow, fascinating. I'm glad you're feeling better, but that's a huge reminder that stress, emotional abuse, it manifests in physical form in some type of health crisis for us.
Absolutely. And we need to choose us always. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Choose you. Because if you don't love yourself
Right.
enough, how are you going to be able to love the others?
Right, exactly. Right. And as a woman business owner, you can't function at optimum capacity with your best brain energy,
Absolutely.
creativity, stamina if you're sick or depressed or anxious. You have to take care of yourself within, and someone like you helps someone identify how to do that. That is so
Absolutely.
awesome. Why is it that we can't do that by ourselves?
I think that, sometimes it takes another person to guide you through the steps towards light.
Mhm.
And in some stages, you may deny. So you may see things, but you will deny them. Either you
Mhm.
say, oh, it doesn't happen to me, it's not true. Or you may
Mhm.
say, no, he couldn't do that to me.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But I have always thought that it's not happening to you, it's happening because we are part of the universe. So whatever happens, happens for a reason. So it happens to be able to incorporate that particular experience into everything that you do. So in
Mhm.
my case, I have experienced, right, an expansion, if you want to call it that way, right? So I have, now I'm able to impact even more entrepreneurs, more women globally, because I have incorporated this dark experience into what I'm currently doing.
Mhm, mhm. I love the way you say that because it's really in our pain that we find our power. So incorporating it all and not trying to sugarcoat anything or deny that that pain and ache is there, and incorporating it and using it as fuel, really. That's what I've done, and it's so powerful. Can you talk a little bit more about how you integrate those things?
So what I do is just I talk about, first of all, I talk about mindset
Mhm,
and all the trauma that you've been through can be successfully incorporated into what you're doing. So let's say you are in fashion.
mhm.
You can design clothes for women who have developed scars in various parts of the body
Wow.
due to trauma.
Mm,
Or let's say you're a jewelry designer,
mhm,
right? You can design such pieces with various symbols that speak your truth. And you're going to be the voice for so many women out there that don't
mhm,
have that talent, to speak up. And
mhm,
what I do, I help them create this path through
mhm,
storytelling,
mhm.
because social media isn't easy. If you have a personal account, it doesn't mean that you know how to run a business account and how to send out your message in a
Mhm,
way to inspire people,
mhm,
because you need to be genuine, you need to speak your truth,
mhm,
vulnerable, and just talk about what happened, but also how you can use what happened to create your story and tell the story behind each and every item that you have created, or each and every service that you're providing, right?
mhm,
So let's say you're doing publishing, right? So it can be stories about women who have been abused, how they can write a book about what happened, what they've
mhm,
experienced, in a way to inspire other women.
mhm,
Start a podcast talking about the emotional abuse and trauma, or you can
mhm,
start like a monthly membership group, like a mastermind with women who have been abused, and so they share their stories, and then you can create a book all together, right, from all these stories that they have shared. So there are a lot of things that you can do to empower, and this is just an example, right? So it doesn't have to be trauma, but usually a trauma is the wake-up call.
Yes, yes. Yeah. I love how you call yourself a storytelling educator, so that you help women take their story and use it in a way that's going to resonate with people on posts and podcasts and such, so that they can be drawn to whatever FemPreneur services that they are
Exactly. I'm
offering.
telling their story via social media, and this makes me happy because every time I get to do that, I'm empowering them. So I've been working with a lot of entrepreneurs. To name some of the industries is just cancer wellness through nutrition, cancer prevention, life coaching, various entrepreneurs who are dedicating their efforts to discrimination towards construction industry, and employing more women into such jobs, or fashion, or mindset for women, just looking into scale to their business to the next level. So I am involved with incredible causes, and I give them a voice because they know what to do. It's just they don't know how to express that in social media. So I'm telling their story in a creative way. So this makes my heart sing.
I love it, Cristiana. So if people are watching and they want to work with you, where can they find you?
They can find me on LinkedIn. I'm Cristiana Tudor, MA, MBA. That's my link. I am going to also provide you with my Calendly link. So what I'm going to offer for your audience, and this is a surprise, right? Because we were talking about Small Business Saturday, and we were talking about empowering women and empowering each other.
Yes.
We were talking about such ways. So we haven't talked about it, but it's my gift to you and your audience. So I'm going to offer a free consultation with me, and I'm going to drop in the Calendly link so you can get in touch with me. It's calendly.com /Cristiana Tudor/engage. So you can get in touch with me, but also I'm going to drop it in here so you have it. And I'm going to empower you for free, just give you some guidance on how you can tell your story creatively and
love it
in a genuine way. So it's
great
a way to give back.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that so much. I just did a show about Benevolent Friday as opposed to Black Friday, where people are doing things that are charitable and out of the spirit of generosity to help others instead of just being all about commercialism and materialism. So that's beautiful, Cristiana. That's awesome. We can put a link to what you just described, your Calendly and your LinkedIn, in the description box here on the show, so people can click that and get in touch with you.
Absolutely. I would be so happy to serve.
Yes.
That's my goal, because here's the thing, and I'm going to close out with that. They say when you have money, you're happier. It's not true. It's vice versa. The happier you are, the more money, the abundance, prosperity you will attract into your life.
Yes.
So be happy and come from a place of service rather than coming from a place of selling, because the more you're going to do that, the more aggressive you will become. And the more aggressive you become in your approach, you become less user-friendly, to call it that way. So people are not going to want to interact with you because they will feel it that you're trying to sell something.
Yes.
They are being sold and they don't like that.
No.
So they will just keep you away from them. So the more, and this is like a circle. So you become unsuccessful, and the more unsuccessful you become, the more aggressive you become. And so it's going to be like a circle that never ends.
Oh, wow, that's powerful. Cristiana Tudor, mindset coach and storytelling educator. I am so delighted that you have shared your wisdom to help women live bigger, better, and bolder tonight. You are such a dynamic woman. I feel a strong sisterhood with you, and I'm so grateful that you've been able to share this guidance that we can all apply to our lives as fempreneurs and bosses and goddesses.
Thank you so much for having me. It's truly an honor. I feel so humble and honored, thrilled to be here tonight. Thank you for being my sister. And thank you for being such an inspiration to me, because I attend all your Wednesday night meditations, and there's inspiration, and your voice really calls for so much calmness. So I appreciate you from
Thank you.
And I appreciate you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Cristiana. And thank you to all of you for watching Boss Up Goddess. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, and I love to invite trailblazing women to share their wisdom to help you live bigger, better, and bolder. If you're finding value in this program, please do like, share, subscribe, comment, and click the notification bell so you'll know every time I post a new video or go live. Meanwhile, remember that you have the power. See you next time.